Okay, it is now 11:20 p.m. It is May 27th. It is Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody around here. Dr. Earl here, and we have DanRex and Lilith. How's it going, guys?
Uh,
Good.
Everything good?
uh,
Ah, yeah.
I'm dead right now.
You're dead right now. What happened?
Yeah.
Just exhausted?
Oh, yes, exhausted, and I'm also in pain.
Oh,
So,
you're in
yeah.
pain? Ooh. Take
Yes.
any Advil or anything like that for that?
Ibuprofen.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine.
That usually helps. Either way, as long as it gets rid of the dang pain, Yeah. Yeah, everything is going to go over here. I was telling Dan, explaining in the Skype chat. I was originally supposed to do this at 9 tonight, but sadly, like I said, all of a sudden we find out at the very last minute that a birthday party was scheduled, and it was out in the dining room, and it's like, oh God, fucking cheese ball. It's like one of those top 40 clubs. They're playing Madonna, Beyonce, Flow Rider, all that kind of all the top 40 kind of stuff, and I'm just looking out there, peek once in a while. I'm like, what the fuck? Give me a fucking break.
Oh.
And the top of all that, they had to wear out that one Journey song, and we know which one we're talking about as well. And the top of all that, they had to wear out that.
Yeah. It's a good hit, but sometimes it gets a lot old.
I know. I mean, we all know the song, and also let me explain a little something to the people. You know, it's good to enjoy a good song, but don't fucking go overboard. You know, with it. You know, like make it the only song they all know from that artist. You know, because too many people get the. What's up?
I hate when people do that. I really hate when people do that. It's just annoying.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 times would be nice, but don't overboard because they'll just hate the song like 10 more times.
Yeah. I mean, how many times do we have to put up with More Than a Feeling by Boston? I mean, come on, man. How many times we have to put up with?
Mainly, my sister's one of those people that.
More than a feeling, it's hatred.
I know. It's like, come on. We heard that song, like, we know that fucking song like the back of our hands, and how many times do we have to still keep hearing it on the jukeboxes at various bars, people trying to karaoke that song, or better yet, there was this classic rock station back in Michigan that we had to deal with at one of the jobs I work at. It was a plastic place, and it would continuously play the same stuff over and over and over and over. I mean, how many times do we have to hear that song? How many times do we have to hear Feel Like Making Love? I mean, how many times do we have to hear the same songs? Like, come on, there are other shit to play. I mean, we know Led Zeppelin's rock and roll like the back of our hand, dudes. Give us a break.
Yeah.
I know.
My sister's one of those people that always replays songs. It's fucking annoying.
I know. We hear it so much. This is why I listen to the avant-garde crazy shit I do at times. Fuck. So, Dan, I didn't get. I don't know if you want to talk about this. You mentioned this at the end of the last show. You were talking about Crazy Scott and the shit he was doing with the Stacy's. What was he?
Oh,
did he call in, or did he call in, or was he in the chat? Because I tried a few times to find the spot where you were talking about. On the last Saturdays, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before on Drew's show. So basically, he got it. So he had it out with Stacy. What?
Yeah, well, he said in the chat, and well, I talked to Stacy on Skype, I believe, yesterday or earlier today, and he told me that he said some like racist stuff about him, and
really,
people that seen last week's episode, you would know how everybody react, especially my demon queen, Gina J.
Yeah. Well, of course. By the way, I guess he's barred from life from Joe Cronin's programs after that whole thing on last Saturday's Corrupted. The Saturday before, I meant to say. There was a couple of clips about what really went on. I guess Scott kept wouldn't leave, and Joe Cronin's yelling at the top of his head. It's to the point where he's breaking his keyboard up against the wall, and Leah had to take over, tell him to hang up, get away, get out of here, you pussy, and all that shit. So, oh man. So I guess, and after this shit I was seeing on the night before, him running into the wall, dressing up as Mr. Hanky, and then licking his microphone like a dick. So I believe talking about he's a reptilian. Jeez. I don't believe it. So
mainly, I actually witnessed what was going on in the chat because I was actually there when it happened. So.
Yeah,
he was an asshole. He was an asshole.
I know. Yeah. This is why Ken had his issues with him for a while back. You remember he was calling him Cock McSkinnon.
I like that name for him.
Yeah. I guess they're gonna.
Well, here's the thing. I know that Alex is a likable a-hole, but Scott, he's one that needs to be hated a lot.
I know. More hated than Tommy?
Yes.
Tommy's kind of passable because he outbursts if somebody pisses him off. Like, for example, Mellows.
Oh yeah, Fami. That was classic, man, last Friday.
Yeah, Fami.
That was absolutely classic. The look on Tommy's face was like, I'm gonna, you piece of shit, you're like, I mean, and all of us, I wanted to call in and confront Tommy and say, like, hey, it's a joke. Laugh at yourself. He's basically throwing your stupid shit back in your own face, dude.
Yeah.
So, fucking deal with it.
One of these days, I would like to. Sorry for cutting you off, Earl.
It's okay. Yeah. Well, basically,
Anyways,
Anyways, what?
Okay. Well, I always wanted to actually talk to Tommy on Skype, but one, I don't want to really piss him off and see his rage, and two, I just want to be around like you, Earl, or the co-host of Derail to meet him, because it'll help me out, throw some shade or some fire back at him if he goes berserk.
Oh wow. So I guess probably Scott's gonna be not gonna be showing up anywhere pretty soon, unless he gets on Ken's program again sometime. It's if Ken allows it. If Ken allows it.
Ken,
yeah.
He's never going to be on any of my things because I blocked him.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'll ever rely on him. I mean, like, I know he's subbed to my channel, but still, Scott, there's a better way to conduct yourself. But I think the guy needs some medication. Because it's obviously he's mentally ill.
Probably needs to talk to Dolphin and get some of that magical stuff.
Oh Lord, Dan.
Oh yeah. Damn. So some people
keep this old PG.
I know. So who the hell is saying that you two are dating? Because I saw
everyone.
Oh, everyone.
Everyone.
Well, first off, it was like, well, we were planning on trying to do an ASMR where I can prove to Alex that I can do ASMRs and have the voice for it. But then I think Purple said that, or somebody on a stream said that we're dating, and we're trying to convince everybody that we're not. Like, come on.
Yeah, I did like completely just rant about it on my channel.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Alyssa accidentally started it. Alyssa's actually the one who accidentally started it. She meant it as a joke, but it escalated to everyone else.
I know which Alyssa you're speaking of. Yeah, I've seen her in the chat a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people get perceptions all the time. Yeah.
But now it's kind of calmed down. Maybe joking once in a while.
Yeah. I know there was a couple times I worked in this one restaurant in Richmond, and one of the prep chefs there, his name was Brian. People kept saying in him and one of the waitresses, Debbie, had a thing going on, even though she was married, at the time, They also, people kept saying that they were like hooking up secretly behind everyone's backs.
It's just gossip.
I know. It's gossip just for the fuck of it.
Everybody has.
Like, I've been through so much bullshit that I've dealt with gossip all my life, and it sucks. Gossip sucks, and people need to stop it. And
I think the reason people do it is because they got nothing going on in their lives. That's why they talk about other people. They give them, and plus they probably do it to make themselves look cool, make them look like the informative one, make themselves look like all that kind of bullshit.
No.
It's the popularity.
Yeah. People love doing that because people don't have nothing else better to do than to sit on their asses and sodomize themselves by putting their fingers up their ass. Oh shit. So how would it feel if I was the next monetize this champion?
Sure, why not?
Maybe if I had that belt, I could cut some better promos on Tommy if Tommy's going to say something like, "You're not worthy of that belt. I will win that belt. So someday I will win." I would come up and say, "Tommy, first of all, to win this belt, you got to be entertaining. And right now, at this point, the Dingleberry hairstyle you're sporting is more entertaining than any of your videos."
I really haven't been a part of this community long enough to really know what monetize this is about, so I don't know.
Yeah. You never knew about you don't know much about the show?
No.
It's
basically like BS and with BSR, but
lot more fierce.
Yeah.
A lot more thrust, a lot more power, a lot more viciousness. They go after a lot of stupid shit.
Donations.
Oh yeah. Yeah, tons of donations. There are times you can't hardly talk when a donation pops up, And by the way, Joe, you got to check it out sometime, love. I was on there a couple of times calling Tommy out on his stupid bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And personally, I tried to convince Brian to make me or at least get me on the board on the monetize this show, so that I can get like some recognition.
Though.
But I'm entertaining by being on the calls because I might say some stupid shit.
Wow.
Like on Canadian Basement Stream.
Oh yeah, that's always a blast.
That really made me mad though. Like what he said made me mad. He wasn't being an idiot though.
Yeah, but then again, but then he is a funny guy. He comes up with little things here and there that really can't help but make you laugh at times.
Yeah.
I feel. By the way, it's another being on his streams a couple of times are pretty cool as well. One time, I don't know if you remember this. It was, I think it was some night. Drew was outside of a bar. It was snowing out. He was outside on the Skype with the guys, and he was waiting for some Uber driver, and his name was Tommy. I was like, if he has a pedo stash, run. You know. So Lilith, of course you know full about Tommy, right? What an idiot he is.
Kind of. I've heard like really bad shit about him. I'm just like, this idiot.
I can explain a lot of things about him. He preaches all this stay positive, support, subscribe, stay positive, stuff like that. He tries to be positive because society's going to hell. But the thing is, he hasn't really done anything positive. In one of his earlier clips last year, he interviews a homeless guy named Robbie, and he asks him, "So Robbie, how do you like being homeless?"
Wow, I remember that.
And that because he got the idea, he sees homeless people on the side laughing, giggling, haha, getting money from everybody else. That's the life. That's living the life. And it's like, no, it's not.
Idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's because of his autism or something.
Yeah.
Or it's just his AI brain.
Yeah, well, let me clarify about that. You got to remember, Tommy's in his later 20s, and autism does convince you, in a way, kind of makes you think like a child in certain ways. Like you get misinterpreted something, or something you say, you misinterpret something you see on the road and something like that. You think people are laughing, giggling, happy. You think they're happy in a good time. They're free from the responsibility. They're free running up, going every which way they want to, when you don't really know that one particular person is laughing and giggling because he has a mental illness.
Well, I have autism myself, but
so do I.
I have a mature mind than Tommy.
Yeah, so do I, because I witness a lot of things out there that I can tell Tommy, about what's the difference between being free from responsibility and being homeless. I said this on another stream before, and I if you want me to say it again, I'll repeat it if you guys want.
Go right ahead.
Okay, now, here's the thing. Being free from responsibility is having either a sugar daddy or sugar mama take care of all your wants, your bills, your needs, your cars, your credit cards, your bills, your rent, and all that stuff. All you have to do in exchange is be tied up to the bed and with your ball gag in your mouth and take some Power Classic Flow up the ass every night. Being homeless, however, is a total different animal. You have no food, no money, no clean clothing, no place to lay your head at night. And during the cold winter, back in Detroit, where I'm originally from, I've seen many homeless people try to crumble up in big cardboard boxes with blankets, sleeping bags, trying their best to keep warm. I remember I I told this story one time. I got to share it with you guys. One time I was outside of a place called the Latin Quarter on Woodward Avenue, actually Grand Boulevard and Woodward Avenue. I was outside and I heard this rumbling inside of this garage filled with trash. I looked in there and there was a guy sleeping in there, trying to light a cigarette. I was like, did it have to be? Gosh, I'm not following here, but you see the idea. That's not being free from. That's not living the life. And one time I was driving back from somewhere, about to head on I-45 here in Texas, and basically, what it is that I'm following my words. Sorry, folks. I saw this one guy, his left arm in a sling, with a little sign saying "homeless, please help me," and I'm like, that's not living the life, Tommy. I should have videotaped that and posted DM'd it to him. This is not living the life, you douche cunt. Come on.
He's not living the life. He's living a life.
Yeah. And plus,
mainly what I used to do when I was younger at my old house, I would actually make sandwiches and stuff like that, and actually give it to the homeless because there was a lot of homeless people by my house. And I would go up by myself and give them it, and mainly I was liked by them, and I would always give them money that I would earn and stuff like that.
I did that a couple of times. Yeah, but you also got to watch out for the fakes. There are fake homeless people out there. There was this one guy who had a cell phone.
My dad called me.
What's up? All right. There was this one guy who called up the who borrowed a cell phone so we could call the police and have all the homeless people removed so he can get on the corner and get all the money himself. And this guy was a major drug addict, He was a scammer, a son of a bitch, you name it. And plus, there was one time it was after I was visiting the Mouse Green Memorial one Sunday afternoon. I went to a nearby Mickey D's to get some chow, and this guy was asking me, to help out with to get some special at Mickey D's, and he kept asking me for money. He asked me for more another dollar. Oh, come on, please. So okay, finally, this is the last one. Before I get in my car, I see him walking across the street to the liquor store. I'm like, you motherfucker. Yeah. I see Bailey Smoke Rudolph is in the chat, and Stacy as well.
Hey, Stacy.
Hey. You know what?
I was gonna say that, but I wasn't gonna interrupt your.
It's okay, dude. You know what?
Story.
Hey, why don't I invite those two on?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Hey,
more the merrier.
Hey, Stacy. It's BSR. Call the show if you want to. It's Earl Brown 40. Here you go. All in one word. Okay? I would love to have you guys on. Let's make this a Sunday night, Memorial Day Sunday night party, I guess you would say.
Yeah, mainly actually me and DJ were on a call earlier.
Ah, cool.
And it was he was being naughty, but I didn't mind.
Okay. He is always naughty.
On the call.
Let's see. So
anyways,
guys, call in. Bailey, Stacy, guys, come up, dude. Feel free to call in, guys. Tell you what, let me see if I can add you guys. I'll see if I can do that. Okay.
I like roaring. It's weird.
It's kind of cool in a way.
Yeah. It's just something I do randomly, and it's fun for me.
Probably
to do.
it's just a tick.
Okay. I'm going to try adding BSR. Let's see what we can do here. I'm surprised he didn't do a show tonight. By the way. That's ringing.
Well, since everybody's on Sunday night now.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
But I'm still waiting on him returning with Unfuck the World.
Oh yeah, with him and Samantha. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering whatever happened to that.
And mother.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering. And I don't think we got and didn't exactly work out. Let me see if I could find Stacy here. If you're out there, Stacy, I'm going to add you. Okay, is DJ? Let me try. Okay, gotcha. Let's see if I can. Okay. Call. No, your call could be cut on hold up. Oh, son of a name, go. Tell you what, Stacy, if you're out there, if you're still out there in the chat and such, feel free to call in the show, dude. I'd like to have you on. So anything else?
At the beginning of the stream, I really was drawing on myself.
You're drawing yourself?
And I'm just like, yeah, I draw on myself a lot.
Oh,
and,
cool.
Maybe at the beginning of the stream, I was actually drawing on myself. So, it's an artist problem. It's an artist problem.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's your mic. It's freaking up again.
Yeah. You're making weird stuff.
So pretty much enough about that fat porky idiot Tommy. I'm just,
It's killing my ears.
You should turn my mic up. Oh, okay, maybe I should probably turn on my mic a little bit if it's killing your ears. I'll just talk a little softly. Alright, so I was gonna add this. Somebody should make a clip of all the dumb, stupid things Tommy has said and done. Send it to out all these autistic support groups like Autism Speaks and such, and get their take on it. See what they can come up with ideas. They could contact Tommy and tell him, say, hey, you're making other autistic individuals look bad. Yeah. I was thinking about that. Somebody should probably do that, you know? Because, come on, you know, he drives us nuts. He needs to learn a lesson. Does everyone agree? Guys?
Yes.
I'm still here.
It's really a great solution that people like organizations like Autism Speaks should view the things that he has said and done on other programs, and then contact him and tell him, hey, you're doing a big disservice here. You know, because he needs to learn. He needs to learn by learning. You know.
Ow.
You alright?
Yes, that is right. DanRex had
let's see if I can add.
I'm still here.
Let me see if I can add Barry Smoke Rudolph again here. Add to the group call. Let's see what we can go on here. Because it's been a while since, for a couple of weeks actually, since I've been on his program. I like to have him online.
It's so high pitched and it's so laggy and stuff like that. Your mic is just killing my ears.
Whose mic? Mine? Or Dan's?
Your mic.
Monday.
Acting up again.
Oh shit, what the hell? Let me minimize to see what we got here. Yeah, it's already. It's starting to get up. What the fuck is going on here? The fuck? We'll try it again in a couple minutes, okay? Let me stop the stream, okay? We'll be back, guys. Let me go.